everyone, this is Heather Beebe with the Additive Guru channel, and today we're going to build the Artillery Genius, which is the newer version of the Artillery Sidewinder X1 that they have just come out with, and it's supposed to be updated and have different features that the other one did not. The only big difference is, especially with being able to print, is the build volume. It is a little bit smaller, and then we have different features up here and up here. Alright, so our first step is to take the XY gantry and place it onto the base. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that this part right here does connect down into the male part. Now this is an upgrade difference. In the Artillery Sidewinder X1, it was just a cable that plugged straight in without having the plastic part to protect it. Alright, so once we have the XY gantry into place, there is two screw slots on the bottom of each side that will put the screws up into it. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Alright, now that we have those two screws, or the two screws on each side in place, and have the XY gantry attached to the base, we'll head on to the next step. Alright, so the next step is to put the spool holder onto the printer. So on the top, what you're going to do is you're going to bring the filament runout sensor cord over, and you're going to place the one with the sensor onto the right side and place this in the middle. And you're going to take this other one, put it into the slot. Okay, and it does slide over back and forth. So then you're going to take the smaller screw, and on the back you can see right here that there is a place for you to actually be able to put the screw in. So you're going to go ahead and screw this in. And once you have it screwed in, then it'll be pretty sturdy. When you're going to take the roll of filament, place it on there, make sure that it's the right size. If not, you can loosen it up, put it towards it, and then tighten it up. You will want to let your spool be able to rotate freely, so as the extruder pulls it, it can freely move. Alright, now you're going to take the spool back out and then take this filament runout sensor. You're going to connect the wire into here. Now, the spool holder can be adjusted for different size filament. Some rolls are a little bit wider, so you would just take the screw and loosen it, and then you can move it back and forth based on where you need it to be. So the next step is to connect the motors and do all the connectors. So you're going to take this one down here and plug it in. Okay. You'll push the bed out of the way, and then the Z motors you're going to plug in that come out from the base. You'll plug it into these motors right here. Okay. And then you'll do the same for this one over on this side. Okay. And then there is one more connector that's right here that you'll need to plug in. And this is for coming from up here at the filament runout sensor, coming down and then going into the base. Okay, right there. All right, now I'm going to remove the zip ties that were kept there for the safety of it while shipping. Okay. So you'll want to check the X and Y carriage to the wheels on it to see if it is loose. Now this one isn't. It rolls pretty freely, but it has some, enough tension. However, the way that you would go ahead and tighten it if it is loose, you would take the wrench that's included and come down here to the concentric nut and tighten. Okay. Now you would also do it to the ones down at the bottom if the bed is too loose, which this one is pretty tensioned, so but you would come in the same way. There's two on this side, right here and here, and then there's two on the other side. All right, so the next step is to go ahead and attach the power cable. All right, so the power cord, of course, goes into the wall outlet and then comes into the back. So you just flip this switch to turn it on. All right. All right, see, it is now on. So now you're going to go ahead and preheat the nozzles. So what you'll do is you'll go to Tools, Heat, and whenever it says E1, it's talking about the extruder. So you're going to preheat it to about 220. Okay. Right, then you can hit extruder 1 down here, and it will change to saying bed, and you can preheat that to about 60. Right, and then you'll hit back to come back, and it'll go ahead and start preheating. As you can see, the bed on this side it says 60, and on this side it says 220, so it's starting to heat up. All right, so you're going to let it finish preheating, and then you're going to wait about a minute for the temperatures to equalize, okay? All right, so the next step is to level the bed. So we're going to go to Tools, Level, and then we're going to go to each of the 4 corners and then to the middle to level it with the paper underneath. So we're going to go to the first one. Once it's there, you'll want to adjust the bottom knobs of the bottom of the bed to where you will have a little bit of drag, but not too much. All right. Now go to the second spot. You're going to do the same. Third. Okay. Now fourth. And then the fifth. And there's still some drag there. So once you're done, you can always go home. Okay, and then we'll home all of the axis Y, X, Y, and Z. All right, what we're going to do next is we're going to load the filament. So to do this, we take the filament that we're going to be using. Okay. Of course, you place it up on your spool holder. You need to adjust the distance between these. You can go ahead and do so. All right, so now we're going to take the end of the filament and let it slide down with the arrow pointing down. Through the filament sensor. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Tools, Change, select In, and if you hadn't already preheated it, then it would go ahead and preheat. Now we're going to hit Confirm, and it's going to start moving the extruder. I'm going to move the Z up just so you can see whenever the filament starts coming out. So we're going to go back to Change, In, Confirm, and then it's going to load on in. As you can see, it's starting to come out. And you just will hit Confirm and go back. Alright, so now that we have the printer built and the filament loaded and everything leveled, it comes with a USB that we're going to place into the USB spot. Then we can go to Print, and they usually they have a test cube. Alright, and then we'll just hit Confirm. Alright, everything's gonna finish heating up to where it needs to be, and then it should start the print once it does heat up both the bed and then the extruder. So our print has started, and you're just going to want to watch the first layer, make sure everything is going all right. Alright, so now that the first layer has printed and everything's going well, the printer has been made. And so thank you for watching, and check out some of our other videos.